Welcome to Moonwalker Models. Building space, sci-fi, and more.
I don't know where he thinks he's going in that thing. I don't think he's gonna break apart in this atmosphere. He's heading down into that canyon.
Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is the project that is on the workbench at the moment. This is from the show The Mandalorian. This is the Razor Crest, a Mandalorian's ship, for those that you do not know, you non-science fiction guys. This is a 3D printed model, and I printed this up probably, I would say, close to a year ago. And I'll explain all the red putty that you see there. It kind of move this in just a little bit. There we go. This was printed at a lower quality than what I print out now. I actually, and I'm not bragging, but I actually get pretty good prints off my 3D printer now, and definitely better quality than what I have here. It has a lot of print lines that I'm trying to fill in. I could do it by plastering coat after coat of primer on it, but you know, this is just as easy to me. You know, just put a layer of red putty on there and then sand it off. Like I say, this is not the most accurate version of the ship. I got this, this was a free file off of thingiverse.com. This is actually set up for the, there he is, for the 3 3/4 inch Mandalorian, or actually the 3 3/4 inch action figures. But I didn't print it at original size. I think I printed it at like 80%. So it's actually smaller. Even at printing it smaller, it's still, with the guns, when the guns get attached, you know, it'll be 18 inches long. Still a good size model nonetheless. There are more accurate 3D models out there that you can buy. You know, there's several several websites that have them. There's one that's a real popular website that has it. It's which is a really nice kit, but for a few dollars more, you can buy, the file that I'm talking about, the real popular website. It's a really nice 3D kit, but it does not have all the internals, the inside the cargo bay and everything. It has some decent cockpit detail, but there's one out there. If you spend just a few dollars more, and you can do a search for it. Just spend a few dollars more and it gives you the STL files to print up everything inside of it. So it would be a really nice display model to actually put on a base in landed configuration, if you will. Mine will be in flight mode. I've already got the internal structure put in there. When I printed up the canopy was all closed up, and I cut all the windows and stuff out. You'll see right here this little bulge. That is it's supposed to be a hinging point where you can raise this up and put your action figures inside there and everything, so that this will be sealed down, that you will not be able to open the canopy. And I'm still contemplating whether I want to put glass in it or not. Some of the details that I printed up for the cockpit, here is the dashboard, and you can see there are some holes that I drilled all through the dash here. Those will get red and white fiber optics. I'm going to put a green light down inside the dash to illuminate these two screens up here, and hopefully some of the light will bleed into here. And well, you know, when I start doing a video, it starts raining. I live in Florida. It rains every day, but now it's raining, so I may have to cut this video. But nothing is glued. The wing assemblies come off just like this, and I'll show you here the cockpit. You can see here the dashboard where I hogged everything out, and I've got a hole drilled in there. That's where the fiber optics and LED and stuff is going to run down in the bottom here, because I'm going to have it's going to have the headlights in it, and then the guns, they mount here, and you'll have the gun lights. So you're going to have at least 8 wires coming down, and they're going to be hidden underneath the floorboard. This is the floorboard here, and it goes in and gives you plenty of room to hide the stuff. I've got to notch out the front of this floorboard so I can run the wires down in there. Like I say, once the get the canopy on here, once I get all the stuff done inside, painting and everything, then I will put the canopy in place and do what seam work I need to do. I've still got to do some putty work along this top ledge here. The engines are in 2 parts, and I don't have the hole drilled for the main engine light, but I did drill a hole, you can see right there, that runs down through here and out, and it should correspond with the hole that's here, but you can see I drilled a hole in the wrong place, which I've got to re-drill the hole, which is no big deal. I mean, it's simple as putting the drill bit in and going to town. But it will have lights on top and bottom of the front part of the engine, and then it's going to have the light in the thruster back here. It will have, like I say, tail lights. I've still got the back panel to put on here and everything, and you can see the putty work looks, you know, it looks nasty, but it sands off, and I'll get it all cleaned up, and when I hit it with a primer, it'll show me where else I need to fix. I've already done most of the work to this. There's still a few little spots here. I'm not worrying so much about the bottom, but I still got a few spots here to take care of. But there is my light situation where you can see it. There's my internal structure. This is just 2-part epoxy putty, and that's a excuse me. This is a 1/2 inch copper tubing that will go through here. Let me see what I did with in my part. Weird. Anyway, here's what the base looks like, and then I'm looking for the tube, looking all around here, and I forgot that I had stuck it in the base. But this is what the base looks like. This is the way Razor Crest, and then you got the mythosaur skeleton there, and this would just go up in here. I'm gonna have it in a different mode than what there. I'm gonna have it in a, it's not going to be just straight on like it is here. It's actually going to be at an angle flying, which I've got some parts to adapt that to it. But that's what the mounting system looks like. I wanted to be able to hold up the model, because once you get the stuff in and everything, it is a little heavy, and you see these walls are kind of thin. You can print up this wall brace, which goes in back in here, but if you kind of do like me and mount these two halves together before you put this in, this is irrelevant. But yeah, and it's starting to rain pretty good. So I'll make this quick. This is and forgive me for the rain. If it gets too loud, you won't see this video. But here are the guns. I've got a lot of putty work to do. It's got 3mm LEDs inside of it. I printed up a Mandalorian to kind of go in the chair, and also baby Grogu. This is the back door. Go back here. There's not that many parts to it, and these will be the side doors that will go on here. Now the side doors, this one here will be glued shut. Maybe or maybe not, I don't know. But I know the other side, what I intend on doing is mounting a clip here and putting a 9-volt battery. This is my light deal, having the 9-volt battery on there just like that. That way when I need to change the battery, all I got to do is open up the door, remove it from the clip, change the battery, clip it back on, close the door. And the on-off switch will be in the base. But that is what I've got going on at the moment. That's what's on the bench. Here are some of the seats that I printed up. Like I say, I printed it up to kind of match the, which as you would, this is kind of a stupid statement, but I printed them up at a smaller scale so they would not be overpowering inside the cockpit. Because if you print them up, like I said, I printed up everything at like 80%. The chairs were still too large, I felt anyway, so I printed them up smaller. And that is about it. Like I say, I'm cutting it off here because of the rain. And so I'll just catch you guys in the next video on this Razor Crest, or in the next video. So take care, and I greatly appreciate everybody watching, everybody that has stuck with me. I appreciate it. So